Why does Mr Gibb MP want to create a new model curriculum in 2019? To cover up the fraud that music hubs could have rectified the way the music curriculum was taught in 2012. This proves that the music hubs have committed fraud by deception to protect the funding they are awarded by the Arts Council. Here we have the 2012 OCR GCSE Music Specification J535. We also have the Key Signatures test page filled in by a primary pupil. So is there anything wrong with the school curriculum? Yes. They only require children to learn key signatures containing at least 3 sharps and 3 flats. In total, 6 key signatures. There are 30 key signatures in total. This proves that primary pupils can learn every key signature very easily in a school music lesson delivered by a classroom assistant. You do not require ABRSM qualified music teachers. According to this school music teacher, he thinks that there are only 24 key signatures. Another music teacher posted a response informing him there are 30 key signatures. This music teacher obviously does not understand the importance of music theory. To understand the Schenkerian analysis, you must be able to understand music theory and notation first. He is obviously attempting to poke fun at me and try to fob off what I teach as ridiculous. I would gladly teach him how to teach key signatures correctly to children in school. After all, this is my primary goal. Yet again, this can be very easily taught in primary schools by classroom assistants. Any music expert will clarify that this all conforms with OCR GCSE Music Specification J535 and J536. The basics of this page is for the pupil to fill in the test papers according to which note the teacher wants the child to learn. This test paper is to be filled in regarding the note A. This proves that the child knows what accidental notes are required on the grant staff regarding the key of A. This proves that by teaching children to mix accidental notes at the primary stages of learning music makes the learning process much easier. Yet again, every note filled in is enharmonically correct. It proves that children can now work out scales and chords very easily, because they can very easily be taught by classroom assistants to construct the musical alphabet. Take a look at the music curriculum. They only want 8 intervals learnt. This music course teaches them all 13 correctly. Yet again, along with chords and scales, this can now be taught by classroom assistants. Mr Gibb MP, Schools Minister, now all of a sudden wants every child to learn to read sheet music. Why? This is because I have posted these test papers to Ofsted, DYE, Arts Council and the Music Hubs. This is what is really going on in schools. The music curriculum wants children taught music correctly, but the music exams are designed so pupils can get good grades without knowing any music theory or be able to read sheet music. Here is the evidence. Pupils can get an A at GCSE music without knowing a crotchet from a quaver. So why have the music hubs allowed this to go on without rectifying the problem? This proves that music hubs could have rectified music in schools in 2012, not 2019. This page proves that classroom assistants can now teach children to read sheet music written in any key signature. So why wait till now, 2019, when it could have been rectified correctly in primary schools in 2012? These 2 test papers confirm that children can now convert accidental notes and can now work out where every note is on any string musical instrument. Violin and cello music teachers claim it takes years for students to work out where the notes are. This proves that years can be removed from the current teaching methods. Here is the evidence posted by a school music teacher proving that she does not teach notation in the school classroom. I have some of the best results in Hampshire at GCSE level, and I've been teaching for 25 years. She informs me that she taught Craig David, who is now a millionaire because he wrote his own music. She then states he can't read a note. I can now very easily rectify this problem. The root of bad music teaching cannot be blamed on funding cuts. Here, Nick Gibb MP states that he has given the music hubs £433 million in funding to improve music in the schools. Here is the proof that Birmingham Music Service are telling parents and school teachers there are funding cuts. This is pure fabrication. In Mr. Gibb's speech, this is what he stated. It is important that all pupils are taught about and have the opportunity to participate in the arts. When I returned to the Department for Education in 2014 as Minister of State for Schools Reform, one of the first announcements I made was that funding for music education hubs would increase from £58 million in 2014 to 2015 to £75 million in 2015 to 2016. And in November last year I announced that music education hubs would continue to receive £75 million every year until 2020. In total, music hubs since 2014 will be awarded £433 million of funding. So have there really been any funding cuts to music in schools? No. So why is everyone being told fabricated lies to cover up the fraud? Here you can see some of the problems the teachers have with teaching music in schools. Whilst I agree that the video demonstrating his knowledge is very impressive for a 9-year-old, his practical application of that knowledge is not apparent. I would much rather my students be involved in practical music making than spending hours learning all the key signatures. First, Mr. Gibb wants children to be able to read sheet music, so you must understand key signatures in full to do this. Number 2. What the child does in the video, music experts have already stated it cannot be taught in secondary school. Number 3. I can very easily rectify this problem. Number 4. With current teaching methods, it takes about 9 years to learn all 30 key signatures. I have 4 and 5-year-olds who can learn to do it from memory in less than 15 minutes. Here we have a child being taught to play the bass guitar upside down and a class full of children being taught to play the piano keyboard with just one finger. This is totally unacceptable. The school curriculum states that it wants taught music theory and music notation in the school classroom. So why do school music teachers do not bother to teach both theory and notation in the school classroom? Is there a problem? Yes. Can this problem be rectified? Yes. Mr. Gibb is being led up the garden path like leading a donkey with a carrot on the end of a stick. This proves fraud has taken place, so why no action being taken? My only crime to rectify the way music is taught in schools. So why are you all siding with those committing fraud?